This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, welcome to Groomer Humor. We are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. First and foremost, we want to thank our producer, Mark Winter, and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in. In this episode, guys, we're going to be talking about 3 things, maybe 4 things, not to say to your dog groomer. Yep, we got all of that coming right up in this episode of Groomer Humor.
Pork Chop, his coat is very thick. He's an Akita, German Shepherd, Lab, Husky mix. Harold, the Border Collie Pit mix, has the most beautiful jet black coat. Stuart, my rat terrier, has fur now where he never had it before.
DINOVITE.com.
Dinovite will give them a beautiful, lustrous coat. It will make you smile.
You get some Dinovite, how happy your dog will be.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And welcome back to Groomer Humor. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. And Anthony Ray, you know, what are you doing with Anthony Ray? Everybody asks the same thing all the time. Is he your son? How come his name is different than yours?
It's not.
We tell him that, you know, you have a stage name as if, you know, we're movie stars. It's my stage name.
It's not. I never went as far as saying it was a stage name. I just wanted to separate myself from you, I guess, with the comedy.
What, I was go-go dancer?
No,
it's your
I'm just because I'm just such a better comedian than you are.
Oh.
No, honestly, the first couple times I was on stage, I went by Anthony V, and I don't know, I always liked my middle name, and I didn't want to feel like I was like piggybacking off of your comedy success, if you can call it that. So I figured, you know what, I'll go with Anthony Ray. It's such a cool name. It's like I always loved my middle name, so.
My comedy success was the most I ever made doing a routine was $150. So that was the length of my comedy success. I'm worth $150.
Wow.
Yeah, hey.
That's why we live so large.
Yep, exactly. You see? Anyway, I like Anthony Ray. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that we get the question all the time. Like, is he your real son? Which, to be honest with you, I don't even really know that because you don't look anything like me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe your mother did a little. I don't know. We would have to do a DNA test.
Should we? Like,
no.
I do kind of want to know.
Yeah, no, because I've put so much into you at this point. If you're not, I'm gonna slap you. I don't want you anymore.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Slap me.
You were, I don't know, illegitimate or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Sorry. My bad. I knew I shouldn't have been illegitimate. I'm sorry. I just can't get my stuff together.
What did you do? You were born.
Oops. Whoopsie.
My bad.
You know, you played a role in that, you know.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. You know.
I guess that's what we don't know. Therein lies the rub.
Yeah, or the father-son team may be, you know, scrutinized.
We might not be the father-son team. We might just be the really good friend team.
Yeah, or the father illegitimate son team.
Yeah, right. Father maybe son team. Question mark.
Yeah, with Anthony Ray in parentheses.
And you said it right.
Yeah.
You said it kind of like a professor. Parenthesis.
Anyway, let's get into the show, guys. We're going to be talking about 3 things, maybe 4, not to say to your dog groomer. It's going to be a very interesting show, and you guys are going to enjoy this. So let's get right into it. I think number 1 is how much?
That's probably the most common one right there.
Yes, dog groomers get that a lot, guys. How much? Well, I don't know. How do you put a price tag on something that you do for 3 straight hours and struggle with?
Right.
You know, it should be how little. But guys, really, listen, most dog groomers, whatever they're charging you is probably a really fair price because, guys, listen, dog groomers really earn their keep. It's a difficult thing to do. So if a dog groomer's out there and they may have to charge you an extra $10 because whatever, they had a really, really difficult time with your dog or your dog was in really, really bad condition, then listen, just pay the price. I don't know, maybe add a tip in there or something just to show your appreciation. But one of the things I say stay away from. The price is the price. And if you're not comfortable with the price, you may have to go to a different dog groomer that might be a little bit more inexpensive for you. But how much is probably number one.
Yeah, especially it's the way you ask too, because obviously you want to know how much the damage is. But a lot of people come through the door and it's literally the first thing out of their mouth is how much do you, and it's just like, well, doesn't really work that way. We need to know a lot more information than that. First of all, what kind of dog do you have? Yeah. Have they ever been groomed before? Do they take to it? And why are you leaving your past groom? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not how much is like, we're not there yet. We got to talk for a little bit before we get into how much.
Yeah, exactly. But, in all fairness, you do deserve to know approximately how much the dog grooming is going to be. So we actually suggested dog groomers out there do a ballpark figure because you really never know what you're going to get. And a lot of times, no matter what you say, you could say $5 and they'll go, oh, that's too much. So, really got to protect yourself and create that bracket. So, So how much?
How much? I like, what's a good idea that some people do too that I'll give them credit for? When you walk into a groomer who you haven't met before, some people just get right to what breed they have, and that actually really does trim the fat and get the conversation rolling much quicker. Like when people walk in right away, okay, so I have a standard poodle. Okay, well, at least we know right off the bat what we're dealing with, so we can get to how much a lot quicker, But when you start with how much, now we got to feel like jerks. Well, hold on.
Standard poodles, don't be shocked that that's going to be a Benji plus. You know what I'm saying? That's just the going rate.
Yeah, standard poodles are so much work.
Big jobs. All right, let's get on here. So, number 2, we thought this one was pretty good. I'm not trying to complain, but the last time I really wasn't that satisfied. All right, listen, if you weren't trying to complain, you wouldn't be complaining. Right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to complain is just kind of like a prepping way, That's basically somebody telling you, get ready for a complaint.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, each grooming is different from the next. You know what I'm saying? Your dog may have done really, really good one grooming, and who knows, man? Dogs go through stuff. There might have been like a lightning storm, a thunderstorm that really upset your dog the night before, and he comes in and he's just real nervous. Listen, there's a lot of factors that go into dog grooming, so it's not always going to be the same. Sometimes, the dog could be off, the groomer could be off. So I don't know. If you decide to stick with one groomer and maybe it's not up to par, just hold back because, you don't want to make the groomer feel bad.
Storm. What is this, Highlander?
I knew you were going to say something.
It's a lightning storm.
Yeah.
There could be only one.
Can you stick to the narrative here? This is a very important show.
You're right.
So definitely. The lightning storm, whatever. Well, it just wouldn't be a show. Yeah, what?
No, nothing. No,
I'm not trying to complain, but the last time is number 2. It's like I don't know.
It's like there are times, I guess, that you can say that. Not really so much to a groomer, though. Like, by all means, if you, like, for example, say you take your car to a mechanic for a brake job, okay, and then your car doesn't stop, by all means, head on back, and say, hey, yeah, so the last time, and I'm not trying to complain here, but the last time I came here, I wasn't satisfied because I ended up in an intersection, underneath an 18-wheeler there. So I'm not trying to complain, but the last time it wasn't satisfactory.
Like to the dentist, and he pulled out T16 instead of T21. You know what I mean? And you're missing one of your fronts now. You know what I mean? He made a mistake. That's a legitimate complaint too. Excuse me, Doc. Listen. I think the last time you may have pulled the wrong tooth because I'm in excruciating pain right now and I'm missing one of my fronts. So, yeah, okay. So, listen, it is warranted in some cases, but I don't know. Not dog groomers. Come on, cut us some slack.
Yeah. It's a haircut. You take it easy. Sometimes it's warranted. Don't get me wrong. If you really do to put a lot of effort into upkeeping your dog and brushing them out and all of that, and the groomer confuses your dog with a dog that they're shaving down, of course, by all means, that's really extreme. The next time you might want to tell the groomer, listen, I'm not trying to complain, but you shaved my dog when we definitely spoke about not shaving him, and I put a lot of effort into making sure you didn't have to. That, okay, but I mean, that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about, there's a piece of hair out of place. The last time, it's like that. You know what? Come on.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, let's go on to number 3. Number 3 is, we're calling this one the repeat offender. If you're the repeat offender, if you bring your dog in every 6 months and he comes into the grooming shop and he's a matted mess, don't say, I don't want him too short this time. Okay? That's like being bald and going to a hairstylist and saying, I want it a little longer.
Yeah, right. Let it flow. Run it through the garden. I've been really into Yanni lately. Been listening to Yanni. You know what? I'm going for a Yanni look.
He's got nothing to work with.
Nothing to work with. Let it flow.
Let it flow. Or like being bald and asking for braids.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or like going into being bald and saying, hey, you guys do the shampoo and stuff first, right? Well, what do you want him to do? Lather up and smack the top of your head?
Yeah, exactly. What do you curly kneel you? You know what I mean? Slap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if you're the repeat offender and you go to your groomer every 6 months, don't expect it to be long. It's more than likely just going to be a shave down.
Exactly. That's a really common one too. That's especially for some reason with new customers that we've never met before that we're meeting for the first time. A lot of times, for some reason, it lands on them where they're the ones that say, "I don't want them too short," and it's like, but your dog hasn't been groomed ever. You know what I mean? Like, of all dogs to not take short, we can't do that with yours.
Exactly. Yeah. And, guys, don't get us wrong. This show is based on what not to say to your groomer. But you know what? We already got a future show on what a groomer shouldn't say to their customers. So, look forward to that one, too, because that one's better than this one.
Yeah, because groomers aren't innocent.
No. It's a level playing field now. You got to really, communicate. So, but, that was 3. I said maybe 4. What else can we come up with? Oh, you know what, Anthony? We get this all the time. How about, take the nails really, really short?
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be our number 4.
Yeah, that's a solid number 4, too. What is that? I don't even understand. That one doesn't even really make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, I try to put myself in the customer's shoes on that one. Like, all right, maybe you got like a boxer jumping up on you a lot, scratching you and stuff. But like, there is no amount of nail that we can safely take off that's going to make it not hurt when your boxer comes across your eyeball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we can't make the nail go away.
Yeah. Hence the word safely too, because that's what it comes down to. It comes down to safety. What do you want me to do? Take a pair of pliers? It's like taking a pair of pliers and snipping the tips of your fingers off. You want me to do
precisely.
That? Just get the nail as short as possible. Why don't we just do away with the whole paw? What do you think? Would that help? Have him walking around with a little stump.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, he's a Chihuahua. I carry him around everywhere anyway. Hack off the paws. Just forget the nail thing.
Yeah, he's a dog. They get used to it. They don't feel anything.
Yeah, they don't feel anything. Dogs don't have
feel
feelings.
Dogs,
you guys know that.
Yeah. Please hurt my dog for me. Make them bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want your dog to leave a bloody mess and make my grooming shop look like a crime scene because you wanted the nails super, super short.
Right. Yeah. Listen, guys, nails grow back. It's a part of having a dog. You can't, that doesn't matter what you do. Your dog's going to have long nails at some point. You got to keep them short, but you can't. Some dogs' veins, and I admit it sucks when this happens, but some dogs' quicks or veins, whatever you want to call them, are right up to the tip, and it's like you really could only tip them. It's unfortunate, because you got to maintain the nails that much more. But listen, we're not going to hurt your dog. I'll never hurt a dog like that. I can't.
No, I'm not doing that, And here's the thing. Most groomers know exactly how short to go. And it depends on the dog, too. You know as well as I do, Anthony. I mean, we had a cane Corso come in not too long ago. I mean, this dog is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of dogs. Okay?
He looks like the Terminator.
He looks like the Terminator. Could you imagine he walks into my store, I'm looking at him, and I just immediately go, oh, no.
Right.
It's oh, God. I hope he lets me clip his nails. This dog's pulling away. It feels like a freight train coming at you. You know what I'm saying? So you want the dog's nails short. In most cases, it's like, hey, listen, I'm doing what I can, right? I mean, I'll get them as short as I can, but, your dog's about to kill me here.
Yeah. Well, also, like you said, when you're trying to do a Cane Corso and he doesn't want his nails being clipped, well, that feels like you're trying to clip Arnold Schwarzenegger's nails and he doesn't want his nails being clipped.
Exactly. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that feels like.
Yeah.
Get off.
Get off. Each individual dog is different. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be a Cane Corso. It can be a little Chihuahua. If they don't want it done, man, they're going to let you know. So in that case, sometimes something's better than nothing. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. If a dog is used to it and he's letting you do it, by all means, yeah, sure, you're going to go as short as you possibly can. But at the same time, most groomers just know exactly where they should go without hurting the dog, and safety first.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's even scarier on a small dog because small dogs are so fragile. They pull away hard enough, they'll break their own leg.
Yeah. They'll break their own leg, or they can pull away so hard and like with the jerk motion of the foot, you can accidentally cut the whole nail off or even cut the digit off. So it's just very, you got to be careful. You got to be very, very careful. So that's just one of those things. Take the nails real short. Listen, it's not always that easy. So anyway.
That's also, not to stay on it too long, but it's also like a duh kind of thing. Like no groomer is like, because another way of asking that question is, can you go as short as possible on the nails? It's like, well, yeah, but that's what a nail clip is. We're doing that already. Yeah. As short as possible is what we're doing within the safety protocol of the whole thing. So it's like, and I know it's not malicious. You're accidentally telling a groomer how to do their job when you say, can you go as far as you can? That's the whole point. We're going to go as far as we can safely. It's not about, we want to hack the whole nail off. It's just not about that.
Exactly.
We've got to get the nail off the floor.
That exactly, and safely. So anyway, that's going to sum up couple of things not to say to your dog groomer, and if you need to communicate these things, just communicate them in the way that might be fitting and a little bit respectful. So anyway, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to break right now. We're gonna come back. We're gonna sum up this show.
Hey everybody, it's Rudy and Anthony again, and since you are all such wonderful listeners, we are going to take a quick second to tell you about a lovely product that has come our way. One of the most common issues that we see in our grooming shop on a day-to-day basis is bad dental hygiene. And what if I told you one chew a day for happier, healthier dog years? If you're in the market for a dental treat that does more for your dog, Daily Dose is a 2-in-1 chew that pairs a daily dental scrub with powerful supplements to help with the biggest health concerns facing our dogs. Daily Dose was developed by vets to be simple to use and super effective. Plus, dogs love the taste.
As Anthony said, this is 2-in-1. It's dental hygiene and full body health, a concept that might be lost on Anthony, but it won't be lost on your dog. It's available in 4 benefits: skin health, heart health, joint health, and calming. We should all be so lucky to be able to chew on something that's actually good for us.
We've given out plenty of samples to our customers, and their dogs absolutely love it. So don't waste any time, guys. You're going to go to yourpetsdailydose.com, and for $3 off of your order, use promo code Groomer. That's yourpetsdailydose.com. Use promo code Groomer for $3 off of your order.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with my probably dad, Rudy V. Think he's my dad. That a little earlier. We don't know. It's up for debate. So yeah, we're talking about 3, maybe 4, but it is 4 now. We're talking about a couple of things never to say to your dog groomer. We covered a lot so far. We got the old how much right out of the gate. We got I'm not trying to complain, but here's a complaint. Basically, is what that one comes down to. What were the other ones that
we have the repeat offender that comes in once a year and wants it long.
Right. And then we had the go as far as possible with my dog's nails. Hurt them if you have to. No, they don't. They don't say that. They don't say that, but that's that. But technically, they do say that.
I heard him if I want those nails. I want those nails so short that it's like he doesn't have nails.
He doesn't have nails. Hack the paw off. He don't need it. He sleeps all day. I'll bring him to his food bowl.
I'm tired of him scratching up my hardwood floors.
Yeah. Kind of funny, too. I like people don't really say, hurt him if you have to. What people do say sometimes, which is another duh moment, is if he's, he's real bad on his nails, he tries to bite. Muzzle him if you have to. It's like, yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's the thing. I don't have, other than like a horse feeding bag, I don't have a muzzle big enough to muzzle the cane corso. I just don't. Have you ever seen one of those?
They are. You hit the nail on the head. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger dog form.
Yeah. The cane corso's like mouth is the size of your entire head.
I saw a really cute video of a cane corso the other day of the kid. It was like a little girl, and she wanted to see his teeth. So she was lifting his lips. The cane corsos have huge lips, and she was and he was just letting her do it. Really sweet.
That's so funny.
Do you know off the top of your head, Dad, like the temperament of a cane corso? They're so big. Are they sweet, or are they like by nature?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they are. They are pretty sweet. They're definitely
so intimidating.
They're scary looking. Yeah, very scary. Scary.
That's a funny question. Do you know off the top of your head? Do you know like what breed? Do you have a breed that you're most afraid?
That I'm most afraid of?
Yeah, like your most afraid breed.
I don't know, because I don't want to single out any breed, because I know if I say a breed, we're just going to get like, I have that. No, no. I think that it's like people. There's good and bad in all breeds, but, I think the key to it is just, start them young and gain their trust. You'd be surprised. And even like with a big dog like a cane corso, I've seen big dogs like that hate their nails clipped. But if you don't go as short as possible and risk hurting the dog, eventually, they learn to trust you and you could do their nails, So
I'll admit one. I'm afraid of chow chows.
Don't do chow chows. They got blue tongues.
Here's the thing. I never even had a bad experience with a chow chow. So few people have them. I've met so few chow chows that when I do see one, it's like, whoa, that's a chow chow. Like, it's like, why is his tongue blue?
Yeah, why is his tongue blue?
Why is his tongue like that? Why does he look like a lion?
Chow chows are funny. They don't look like they're all dog.
No. I think that's what it
looks
is.
It's like canine mixed with, I don't know, lion or something. They're just not all dog.
Yeah, and keeping with the rest of this episode, they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, real fluffy.
You're really hammering away Arnold Schwarzenegger in this episode.
I'm sorry, but it's because that is the most on point comparison. That is just the funniest way to describe a cane corso. And if you really look at a chow chow, they're just cane corsos with a lot of hair. So it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger with the letting it flow with the Yanni.
Exactly. Not my worst, but my first bite actually was from a little Shih Tzu, a tiny little Shih Tzu that was cage shy. And if anybody doesn't know what cage shy is, it's when a dog is in a crate or a cage and they don't want to be removed from that cage, and they'll do anything to defend their little area there. Not to say that when they come out, they're biters. Sometimes you take them out and they're fine. They don't bite at all. But when a dog is cage shy, they will cower into the back of a cage and they will bite. So I didn't know anything about this cage shy stuff when I started grooming, and I reached in for a Shih Tzu, and that dog bit me 4 times before I even knew I was bit once. I mean, it was just one of those, like, and I looked at my hand, and like blood just started to kind of ooze out of me, and I fainted. I fell on the floor.
Taken down by a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, it wasn't even an Arnold Schwarzenegger dog. It was a little tiny Shih Tzu that just that leveled me.
It was a Danny DeVito dog.
It was a Danny DeVito dog. I just reached in. He just
looking for someone that
I was
lived
just
here a
like,
long time ago.
I went, ow, 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 ow. My owls couldn't keep up with his bites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah. So
yeah. Well, guys, keep in mind, and I hope that you're all still listening. We're joking around. We're being serious, but we're joking around. We do recommend trying to curb some of these questions or comments to your groomer, just to, you're not stupid for asking them or anything. We're just kidding around, but it'll help your groomer trust you a little bit more and want to work on your dog a little bit more and not turn you away if maybe you don't say some of these things. But we're kidding around. And again, like we said earlier, and we're going to do a whole nother show about it. We're not going to say any of them here, but groomers, there is plenty of things that groomers should never say to their customers. And we're going to do a whole show about that. Because there are some groomers out there that it's like, man, you are in the wrong business if you're saying things like that to your customers, your poor customers. I hope that they find another groomer. So yeah, we're going to do another episode with that. And we're kidding around with you guys. We love you all, but these are, just be careful. You had anything else to add, Dad? I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm still wondering if I'm your father, so I'm still on that.
Yeah, right. So that's true. We're going to send the DNA tests out. So, guys, we're going to get to that. We got to find out if he's really my dad. Find out next week. So, thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook, follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.